A baby is coming, dear child, a new life, a shining light is about to enter your world, bringing with it a joy so profound it will echo in your soul forever. If you believe in angels, listen closely, this message is for you. Something big is on the way, something powerful enough to shift the very fabric of your life. A new soul is arriving, and with them, a love deeper than you've ever known. If these words have found you today, it's no accident. Your guardian angels have guided you here. They have a sacred message just for you, a message wrapped in love, care, and divine wisdom. They want you to feel this truth not just in your mind, but deep within your heart. Open yourself fully to what is coming. Don't hesitate. Don't question. This moment was meant for you. The angels say a miracle is unfolding, one so beautiful it will change your life from the inside out. This isn't just any chapter, it is divine. It is the beginning of something extraordinary. Prepare, dear child, because a new light is coming, one that will illuminate every shadow, soften every sorrow, and offer a fresh start. Let it into your heart. Let it guide you forward. This change was always meant to bring joy, peace, and renewal. Welcome it with open arms. Perhaps a baby is coming into your family, a tiny, perfect soul ready to fill your world with laughter, love, and purpose. Or perhaps something is being born within you, a new dream, a healed spirit, a fresh purpose awakening inside. However it arrives, this new beginning is yours. It is a gift, a promise that your life is shifting into something beautiful. Close your eyes for a moment, breathe in. Can you feel that gentle stirring deep inside? Something is moving. The universe is shifting. Love is growing. Your heart is making room for what is coming. A new chapter is beginning. A baby means new beginnings, fresh starts, endless possibilities. This child is more than joy, they are change incarnate. Their tiny hands will hold the power to heal long-held wounds. Their laughter will fill every empty space. Their presence will chase away shadows, replacing sorrow with warmth, and fear with radiant hope. This new soul, a gift from heaven, will ground you in what truly matters: love, family, and fresh starts. Get ready. Something beautiful is on its way. Like the first rays of dawn breaking through night, this child will paint your life in light. Their shine will fill your world with love and open doors to new opportunities. This isn't random. The universe has moved mountains to prepare you for this very moment. Can you feel it? The shift in the air, the whisper of change. Perhaps you've seen the signs, dreams that felt like messages, heart flutters you couldn't explain. This child is more than a birth, they are a divine sign, a whisper of the sacred, a promise that life is moving, that love never ceases. Their arrival isn't just about birth, it's about renewal. It's about healing, second chances, and transformation. Everything will change. Their tiny hands will reach into hearts and shape the future in ways unseen. Their laughter will turn silence into music. Their warmth will soften even the hardest places. If you've carried sadness, if your heart has felt heavy, this child will lift that weight. They will bring a joy so pure it washes over you like spring's first breath after winter. Their presence will remind you that love always finds a way. The way you feel, love, and see the world will shift. Colors will brighten. Laughter will deepen. Small moments will gain new meaning. A sunrise won't just mark a new day, it will be a promise, a reminder that life always moves forward. This child brings more than life, they bring love, renewal, and the chance to begin again. Their energy will awaken something within you, something long asleep, something powerful and undeniable. Their breath will stir your soul, their touch will bring healing, their smile will cast out shadows. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. If you've longed for renewal, it has arrived. This new chapter is beginning with love at its core. Their presence will change you. You'll see beauty in the simple again. Their light will touch everything. The weight of the past will fade, and you'll move forward with faith, ready to embrace all that is. But the ripple won't stop with you. New life spreads outward, touching everyone around. Family bonds will strengthen. Old wounds will soften. Long-lost connections may return. Love will mend what once was broken. This child is more than a newborn, they are a light, a fresh beginning, proof that love always finds its way. The universe doesn't just bring change, it brings abundance. This baby is living proof. Their birth is more than a moment, it is a message, a divine reassurance that joy can return, love can deepen, and peace can settle where uncertainty once lived. Maybe life has felt hard, tight finances, sleepless nights, lingering fears, but this season is ending. This birth marks a turning point. Cycles are breaking. New beginnings are rising. Prosperity isn't only money, it's purpose, warmth, meaning. It's waking each morning with hope and going to bed with peace. It's knowing that love surrounds you. This child is not a burden, they are a promise. Their presence is your sign that brighter days lie ahead. They will teach you lessons no book can hold. They'll show you trust in their small gestures, kindness in their open gaze, and unconditional love in their quiet presence. They'll shift your world. Their laughter will turn the ordinary into magic. Their curiosity will teach you to pause and marvel again. A butterfly, a sunbeam, a starlit sky. This birth is not ordinary, it's sacred. A message from the universe. A sign you are loved, guided, and protected. If you felt lost, let this be your compass. You're being led toward something beautiful. This child is your promise that joy returns, that miracles happen in the quiet moments when you least expect. The air will shift the moment they breathe. The world will feel different. Warmth will return. Wounds will heal. Fear will ease. Locked doors will open. New paths will appear. This child is not just part of your story, They are the proof that the universe has always been by your side. Every pain, every moment of doubt, every hard lesson brought you here for a reason. You may not see the full picture yet, but one day you will. And you will know this was always meant to be. That this soul was always meant to touch your life. Change can feel daunting. The unknown stirs doubt. But the universe never makes mistakes. Every twist, every turn, it's all leading somewhere greater. Breathe. Let go of fear. Release what holds you back. You don't need every answer now. Just trust. Trust this moment. Trust this child is a blessing. Trust love will carry you through. They carry light. Their presence will spark joy, healing, love so deep it will redefine everything you've known. They will remind you of what matters, the warmth of a smile, the joy in a first step, the miracle of unconditional love. Open your arms. Let it in. Let the light pour over you like morning sun after a long, dark night. This is more than a birth, it is your rebirth. A sacred new chapter. A second chance. Hope blooming where doubt once lived. The universe has prepared you. Every tear, every sleepless night has shaped you into the one ready to receive this blessing. This child is not just a new life, they are a sign that darkness always breaks, that love always remains. Even if you can't see every answer now, even if the road is still unclear, trust this, you are exactly where you need to be. This moment was written for you. Step into it. Let go of doubt. Let go of fear. Walk forward in faith. You are being led into something beautiful, something divine. Trust the journey. Trust yourself. Trust the timing. The universe is guiding you home. Let the message be heard. Something beautiful is already on its way. And as this new chapter unfolds, you will begin to notice the smallest of miracles all around you, the soft flutter of life where stillness once lingered, the unspoken connection that forms when eyes meet and hearts recognize each other across time and spirit, the way the wind seems to carry whispers of comfort, of peace, of reassurance that you are not alone, and that every step you take from here on is blessed by forces unseen, sacred and loving beyond comprehension, as though the heavens themselves are smiling upon you, urging you forward with gentle guidance and divine patience. And as the days pass and the presence of this child grows stronger in your life, so too will your understanding of your own strength, your own capacity to love and to nurture and to protect what is pure and fragile yet destined for greatness, for within every child lies not just potential, but purpose, an ancient calling echoing through time and through bloodlines, a spark of divinity that finds its way into the world through the miracle of birth, and through your love, it will be nourished, it will flourish, it will rise, and in their gaze, you will see reflections of generations past and whispers of futures still to come, for they are a bridge between what was and what will be, a vessel of hope flowing freely through the river of life, and just as a river finds its course, winding through valleys and carving through mountains with patience and grace, so too will this journey unfold, sometimes gently, sometimes fiercely, but always with purpose, always guided by something higher, something wiser than we can see with our eyes alone. And if ever you begin to doubt, if fear creeps in like shadows at twilight, close your eyes and remember the feeling of that first moment, the awareness that something sacred had entered your life, not just as an idea, but as a truth, a heartbeat, a presence that shifted the air around you and whispered softly, "Everything is about to change," and even in the uncertainty, in the messiness of life, in the sleepless nights and questions that may not yet have answers, know this: love will always be your compass. It will point you toward what matters most, and this child will be your North Star, illuminating the path even when it feels hidden, reminding you that within every trial there is transformation, within every tear, a cleansing, and within every breath of theirs, a reason to believe again, to dream again, to hope with the open-hearted wonder of a child. And soon, you will begin to witness the ripple effects of this miracle, how your world starts to realign itself around love, how hardened hearts begin to soften, how long-forgotten smiles begin to return to familiar faces, how laughter begins to echo through rooms that once felt quiet and still, and with every giggle, every tiny footstep, every sleepy sigh nestled against your chest, the world itself feels a little more whole, a little more vibrant, and the weight you once carried starts to lift, not because the challenges have disappeared, but because now there is purpose, now there is presence, now there is a light so bright, it pushes back every shadow, reminding you daily of what is possible, of what is sacred, of what truly matters. And this light, this child, will not only brighten your world but the world of everyone they touch, for they come bearing gifts far greater than anything wrapped in ribbons or bows. They bring the gift of perspective, of connection, of grounding in what is real and timeless, and they will teach you not only to care but to listen, not only to guide, but to follow. For children come into the world with ancient wisdom behind their innocent eyes, with truths that can't be spoken in words but are understood in the soul, and their questions will awaken your imagination, their wonder will reignite your spirit, their unconditional love will teach you to love yourself more deeply, more truly, than you ever have before. And as they grow, as their first words take shape and their first steps echo down hallways filled with sunlight, so too will your faith grow, not necessarily in what is seen, but in what is felt, in what moves silently within and around us, orchestrating moments of serendipity, of divine alignment, of quiet miracles that unfold when we least expect them but need them most. And one day, you will look back on this moment and realize that it was a beginning, not just of a child's life, but of your own rebirth, your own awakening to the beauty and richness that exists even in the simplest things, the way the light falls through the window, the way a hand fits inside your own, the way time seems to pause as you witness the world anew through eyes that have never known fear, only love. And in those moments, you'll understand that everything before this, every heartache, every loss, every longing, was preparing you for this gift, shaping you so that you would be ready to receive it fully, to hold it with reverence and grace, and to become, in your own way, a steward of light, of hope, of something infinitely precious. And you will realize that being chosen to love this child is not just a role but a sacred calling, a divine invitation to step into a version of yourself that is more compassionate, more present, more attuned to the rhythms of the universe, and in doing so, you will find healing, not just for yourself, but for those who came before you, and for those who will come after, for love has the power to ripple through generations, to rewrite legacies, to turn wounds into wisdom and brokenness into beauty. And so this tapestry continues to grow, each thread stitched by unseen hands, woven from moments that once felt small but now shine like stars in the story of your becoming. And as you walk this path with this child, you will begin to understand that parenting, loving, guiding, it is not a task but a sacred unfolding, a dance between souls, where the line between teacher and student blurs. For while you shape this little one, they will shape you in return, molding your patience, deepening your empathy, opening parts of your heart that you didn't even know existed, and in their reflection, you'll see not only the best of yourself but also the parts that are still healing, the shadows that long for light, and somehow, without saying a word, this child will touch those places with their presence alone, teaching you to embrace your imperfections, to forgive yourself, to rise with grace even when you stumble, and you'll begin to trust more, not just in the journey, but in yourself, in your ability to love well, to choose wisely, to show up again and again with softness even when the world demands hardness. And this softness will be your strength, this vulnerability your superpower, for it takes great courage to open your heart wide to the unknown, to love so deeply that your whole world rearranges itself around another life. And yet, this is what you were made for, to love fully, fearlessly, without conditions or limits. And this love will not only transform your child but everyone who comes into contact with it, because when you raise a child in love, you raise a being who brings that love into the world, into friendships, into communities, into futures yet unseen, and that is how healing spreads, how hope takes root, how light grows brighter with each generation. And as the days unfold, marked by tiny milestones, the first smile, the first laugh, the first whispered "Mama" or "Papa," you'll see how quickly time moves, how fleeting each chapter is, and it will teach you to slow down, to breathe in the now, to savor the quiet moments that will one day become the stories you tell, and in doing so, you'll learn the sacred art of presence, the gift of being here, fully, wholly, gratefully, for nothing in life is guaranteed, and every breath, every heartbeat, every moment is a miracle in itself, and soon you'll notice how your child sees the world, with wonder, with curiosity, with awe. And you'll be reminded of things you forgot, the way raindrops race down windows, the sound of leaves crunching beneath small feet, the delight of discovering a butterfly resting on a flower, and your heart will soften in those moments, remembering that life was always meant to be beautiful in its simplicity, and you'll begin to choose joy more often, to chase laughter instead of perfection, to be silly, to dance in the kitchen, to sing lullabies off-key just to see their eyes light up with delight. And it is there, in those unscripted moments, that the magic lives, not in the plans, not in the pressure, but in the present, where love flows freely and time slows down just long enough for your soul to catch up to your heartbeat. And as this love continues to grow, as you continue to grow, you will become more attuned to the whispers of the universe, the way everything connects, the way each challenge becomes a stepping stone, each joy a confirmation that you are on the right path. And even when the road is hard, when nights feel long and exhaustion clings to your bones, you'll find strength in the tiniest things, the warmth of their cheek against yours, the sound of their breath as they sleep, the way their fingers curl around yours like a promise. And that promise is this: you are not alone, you are never alone, for this child came to remind you that love is always near, that miracles still happen, and that life is still full of light, no matter how dark it may have felt before. And the more you open your heart, the more you will begin to notice the synchronicities, the little signs, the quiet nudges from the divine telling you to keep going, to trust the process, to know that every step has been leading you here, to this love, to this peace, to this new chapter that was always meant for you. And maybe, just maybe, you'll start to believe that you are worthy of this goodness, that you were never too broken, too late, too lost, but perfectly on time for a life more beautiful than you imagined, and that is the true gift this child brings, not just love, but the remembrance of who you truly are, the reconnection to your spirit, the reminder that inside you lives a light just as powerful, just as necessary as the one you now hold in your arms, and together, your lights will burn brighter, pushing out the darkness, creating a new legacy rooted not in fear or scarcity, but in abundance and truth and sacred love. And as you both grow, your bond will deepen, not because of perfection but because of presence, because of showing up day after day with a heart willing to love, willing to learn, willing to rise again and again no matter how many times it's fallen. And this kind of love, this sacred, enduring, ever-expanding love, is the kind of force that changes the world, one heart, one soul, one family at a time. And as the seasons shift and your story continues to unfold, may you always remember that this child is not just a blessing, but a mirror, a guide, a spark from the divine reminding you every single day that love never ends, that beginnings are always possible, and that your life, exactly as it is already a sacred part of something so much bigger, so much more beautiful, than you could ever imagine.